Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Change Your Thoughts to Change Your World. This piece was inspired by the turning of the new year and changes that I would like to make. And like with anything, I'm honest and I'm truthful. I'm not a big fan of making New Year's resolutions. I like constant looking at the changes and making them as the year goes by. YouTube is a bit of a totally out of my comfort zone with all of this, but I believe honesty and integrity when you're working with other people's energy is crucial to make progress. So this one came about at the turn of the year a couple of years ago, and it was called The Life That You Choose and Not the One That Others Choose For You. So it's all about perspective. It's all about how you see the advice that's given to you, how you make the changes that go from that thought process to the action stage. So every change, everything new needs some sort of inspiration or a change of perspective. It is due to circumstances reaching our line in the sand moment, the moment where we agree that we'll be pushed no further. We will then decide the situation needs changing or looking at in a different way. We need an action plan. These new ways or new directions can only occur when we let go of outdated thought patterns, letting go of what truly doesn't work for us. We often set our expectations too low. We justify self-limiting beliefs and actions and convince ourselves that wanting more than we have is wrong. Now I fly in the face of that opinion. What's wrong with wanting better? My new way is and will always be in the transitional phase, the bit where it goes from the thought process to the action stage. This is where I have to apply myself. There is a need to let go of a few doubts and insecurities that I've allowed to be in my reality. They weren't really mine, but I've allowed them to stay in situ too long. They're like a guest of somebody else who has outstayed their welcome. Now, perfection is not a reality. It's often sought after but rarely found. Stepping beyond the comfort zone to make a dream a reality will often require a lot of effort and commitment. But that commitment's worthy and worth it because it's towards yourself. Lessons will be learned. Some of them will be painful, but keep you in mind at all times and carry on regardless. So what we're looking at is the end product. So we know that some of the stages that we've got to go through with the shadow work and the difficulties may provide painful lessons. But if we focus on the end goal and the light at the end of the tunnel, we will get there. So examine your chosen pathway for hurdles or problems. Do you take on other people's advice as it presents, or is there a need to examine it more closely? What are some of the hidden parts of these messages? Remember, nobody can make you feel anything. It is the way that you react to the stimuli that is going on around you. Life is about choices. Stay stagnant and keep redoing the lessons, part of your life, in the vain hope that you will get the epiphany moment, or make adjustments and take action to ensure your future progression. Two choices. Keep doing it for the sake of doing it and not learning the lesson, or observe the pattern, make the adjustments, apply it, and then you will make that progression. Recently, things have been given to me that's given me an opportunity to look at my life, a bereavement, certain people's comments. My teachers will remain nameless, however, for now, as I work with new energies and new thought patterns. What I have learnt, and I am still learning to this day, is not to spread my energy too thin. Commit to what I want to do and don't spend any time in what if land. What if land for me is planning for something eventually that I don't want. So if it is happening, then I deal with it in the present moment. If it is to happen, I can't influence it till I get there. So I recall my energy to anything that's like that. I visited it a couple of times while I was writing this article, and both times I got it wrong. What the lesson that I've learned from that of being in what if land is, don't go there unless it's necessary, and if it's necessary you will devise a structure anyway, so you will overcome those worrying thoughts. So don't keep rewriting the sequel. Actions have consequences, of course, and while I have no desire to have upset with anybody, please know this: I will not be deterred from my path. I have realised recently just how much I love and am passionate about certain areas of my life. Equally realising things I need to remove, and this work, as I say, and this is 2 years on further down the line from when I wrote this, that it will always be ongoing. Now I'll leave you with these thoughts as I go back to the book that I'm reading, which at the time was a book called Fuck It Therapy, which I can highly recommend. Dream big. Think of yourself in the highest possible terms and take positive steps in making dreams a reality. I have, and as I always do, have a lot of work to do in preparation for upcoming events and appearances and things like that, but in the main I am doing my level best to surrender to the flow while the impact of recent choices is realised. So, like I do with every broadcast that I do, I send my sincerest thoughts, good wishes, high hopes for you. The catchphrase that I'm developing, because it just does mean a lot to me, is I believe in each and every one of you out there that watch this. So, don't sweat the small stuff. Keep shining bright. And even if today is the day where you just get through, I congratulate you for that. So get up tomorrow and start your new way and live the life that you want. So thanks very much as usual for watching, guys. If you've managed to get through it, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.